this is the moment we have the most gorgeous porcini mushrooms in the woods. We're gonna make polenta together, and that's a very traditional meal from Venice to Turin, the whole mountain area. I boiled 3 liters of water to start with, so it's very hot. I add salt to the water, and when you do polenta, when you pour it in, you have to stir. I use a very traditional whisk, and you have to really stir it the whole time. Just quietly you pour it into the water, because if it goes too fast there will be clumps, and we don't want that. This is now going to boil for an hour, and I do need to stir it, not the whole time, but just to keep it under control. I have prepared some hot water on the side. If it gets too thick, you just add a little bit of water into it. So this is now going to boil for 1 hour. It is a very special polenta because I got it from a mill, old antique stone mill, and the polenta comes from the red corn, which is a tradition from this area. Actually antique, very antique polenta. It's kind of fun. I mean, of course, you have so many different variations. You have the quick ones and so on. And now I will prepare the mushrooms, which I will do in a very Japanese way. I have traveled a lot to Japan, and there is nothing more interesting to see how they cook. I'm going to grill them on a cast iron grill. I have a sort of teppanyaki. I am preheating the cast iron to grill the mushrooms on, and as we have 1 hour, I don't need to rush. Is sesame oil, and I'm just going to put it in a small container to make it easier, and I just washed the top with a humid cloth. Cut off the, I don't know what you call it, the leg, and just put the sesame oil only on the top. Okay, here we go. This is really serious stuff. You cook through from the hard skin, which is the top of the mushroom, and at the very end you turn it around because it's very tender underneath the mushroom, no? So now I think they're ready. They have a nice background, bottom, perhaps bottom. They look good. What I do now, I use the Japanese tamari, which is a concentrated soya sauce. It's stronger than the shoyu. So if you noticed, I never used salt on them. It's just this soya sauce at the very end. Oh, can you feel the perfume? Buono, buono. So the last touch is some chives, just finely cut. It's also nice to grill leeks. I think chives works for today. I think I made polenta for 40 people. Let's see. this is how we do it in Piemonte. I learned this from my mother-in-law, who's actually from the Venice area, and you cut it with a regular sewing thread. I think I'm going to double it because it feels weird to be so thin. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh. You go in under and you pull it up. So I will prepare one dish. It's still warm. Yeah, we are hungry and there is not enough patience to wait. So now we are going to the mushroom. That. And then I roasted some tomatoes. These are my last cherry tomatoes from the garden. So here we have Sunday dinner, polenta traditional way, porcino mushroom, grilled teppanyaki style, and roasted tomatoes from the garden.